The Chicago Bears continue their relentless pursuit of defensive dominance, but the team recently faced a tough setback. Veteran pass rusher Za'Darius Smith, a 10-year NFL standout who has terrorized quarterbacks across the NFC North, officially signed a one-year deal with the Philadelphia Eagles. The move stings for Chicago fans, as Smith would have become the first player ever to suit up for all four NFC North teams: the Packers, Vikings, Lions, and potentially the Bears. But despite missing out on Smith, the Bears front office refuses to stand still. General Manager Ryan Poles and head coach Matt Eberflus immediately shifted their focus, bringing in 4 edge rushers for workouts at Hallis Hall, determined to strengthen one of the most critical areas of the roster. Why the urgency? Because right now, the Bears have only 3 true edge rushers on the active roster. That's simply not enough to compete in an NFC North division packed with offensive firepower. Chicago understands that depth at this position could make or break their season, especially with a defensive scheme that relies heavily on constant quarterback pressure. While Smith chose the Eagles largely because of money and their status as an established Super Bowl contender, the Bears remain confident in their plan. Chicago's front office believes they're building a contender from the ground up, and instead of chasing expensive veterans, they're targeting younger, high-upside players who fit their system. Among the group of 4, one name immediately stands out: Isaiah Foskey. The former Notre Dame star, drafted 40th overall by the New Orleans Saints in 2023, brings size, athleticism, and untapped potential. Standing 6 feet 5 inches and weighing 270 pounds, Foskey was a dominant force in college, racking up 97 tackles, 22 sacks, 7 forced fumbles, and 3 fumble recoveries during his last 2 seasons with the Fighting Irish. Unfortunately, Foskey's NFL journey hasn't gone according to plan. Buried on a deep Saints roster and impacted by coaching changes, he never got a real chance to shine. But the Bears see an opportunity here, a potential low-risk, high-reward signing. With the right coaching under Eberflus and defensive coordinator Alan Williams, Foskey could rediscover the disruptive form that made him one of college football's most feared pass rushers. This move wouldn't just fill a roster spot, it could unlock a breakout talent for a Bears defense looking to return to its roots: fast, physical, and ferocious. Evaluating Chicago's edge rusher options while Isaiah Foskey headlines the list, the Bears are carefully evaluating 3 other intriguing prospects who worked out at Hallis Hall: Cole Myles, Curtis Jacobs, and Hayden Harris. Cole Myles, the SEC standout at 6 feet 6 inches and 278 pounds, Cole Myles is exactly the kind of long, physical edge rusher Chicago covets. A former Texas Tech star, Myles was drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars but saw limited playing time, appearing in just 8 games last season. However, his college tape tells a different story. Myles was a sack machine at Texas Tech, displaying elite explosiveness off the line and a relentless motor. Despite injury concerns that dropped his draft stock, he's fully healthy now and offers a unique blend of size and speed. Chicago's defensive scheme thrives on edge rushers who can collapse the pocket and contain the run, and Myles checks every box. Curtis Jacobs, the versatile playmaker. Next up is Curtis Jacobs, a hybrid linebacker edge rusher out of Penn State. At 6 feet 1 inch, 241 pounds, Jacobs isn't the biggest defender, but his athleticism and versatility make him valuable. Jacobs played 45 games for the Nittany Lions, producing 171 tackles, 9.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 4 recoveries. He's also seen limited NFL action with the Patriots and Titans, primarily contributing on special teams. But what makes Jacobs appealing is his ability to line up at multiple spots: linebacker, edge rusher, or even coverage duties when needed. In a league where hybrid defenders are becoming increasingly important, Jacobs' skill set could provide Chicago with much-needed flexibility, especially considering the injury to linebacker T.J. Edwards. Hayden Harris, the sleeper prospect. Finally, there's Hayden Harris, perhaps the biggest unknown of the group. An undrafted rookie from UCLA in Montana, Harris brings 6 feet 5 inches size, 252-pound frame, and impressive raw athleticism. While his college production, 58 tackles and 9.5 sacks in his final season, shows flashes of dominance, he has yet to record an NFL snap. Harris would likely begin on the practice squad, but Chicago has a history of developing under-the-radar talent into impact players. With the right coaching, Harris could grow into a rotational pass rusher, making him a worthwhile developmental investment. If you're a diehard Bears supporter and want breaking updates, exclusive game analysis, and inside information straight from Halas Hall, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel right now. We're bringing you daily Chicago Bears coverage, from roster moves to injury reports to in-depth player breakdowns. Don't miss a single update. Hit the bell icon and stay ahead of every Bears headline. Building the Bears' defensive identity. Chicago's front office knows one thing for sure: to compete in the NFC North, they must build a defense capable of pressuring quarterbacks, stopping the run, and creating turnovers. After finishing near the bottom of the league in sacks last season, the Bears are making pass rush depth a top priority. Adding a player like Isaiah Foskey, who dominated in college but hasn't had a fair NFL shot, represents the exact kind of value-based gamble the Bears need. Cole Myles and Curtis Jacobs bring different skill sets but fit Chicago's long-term vision: fast, aggressive defenders who can play multiple roles. Hayden Harris, meanwhile, offers raw upside and developmental potential. This approach also reflects the philosophy of GM Ryan Poles, who has consistently avoided overpaying veterans and instead focused on youth, versatility, and upside. By stacking depth at edge rusher, the Bears are protecting themselves against injuries and ensuring they always have fresh legs coming after the quarterback. The Bears' defense is quietly becoming younger, faster, and hungrier. With leaders like Montez Sweat, Tremaine Edmonds, and Jalen Johnson already in place, integrating one or two of these young pass rushers could elevate Chicago's defense into a top 10 unit sooner than expected. Final thoughts: the Chicago Bears may have missed out on Za'Darius Smith, but this isn't a setback, it's an opportunity. By focusing on young, high-upside talent, the Bears are building a defense designed to compete now and dominate later. If just one of these four edge rushers, Isaiah Foskey, Cole Myles, Curtis Jacobs, or Hayden Harris, reaches their potential, the Bears could solve one of their biggest defensive challenges heading into the season. The message from Halas Hall is clear: the Bears aren't settling. They're building. And they're not done yet.